going to, for our purposes today, I'm going to use blank, but you could click on classics and you're going to get a myriad of different things that you can actually make from that, including slices that are already put together and loaded into the base of the Sculpt Studio. And that'll come in handy later. You can actually make a teapot or a sword or a skyscraper or a tree. Those are all preloaded, and if you res any of those, it's going to put up a whole bunch of well, let's just do a tree, for instance, and you can watch that the base is going to put up a bunch of slices. It's going to be 32 of them. And this is just a basic tree without any leaves. And so you can see how, and now this is created from a note card, and you want to save your work, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So this would be your basic tree shape. But you can kind of, even though it's got 3 branches to it. Now when you've created a sculpting and you're done with it, of course, just go ahead and kill the slices. It's going to ask you if you really want to do that. You say yeah, and it'll get rid of them. Now keep in mind that when you're using Sculpt Studio, you're going to create lag anytime you're resing slices. So make sure that your stem, you know, a homestead stem is probably not the best place to have Sculpt Studio, but you can do it there. It's just going to create some lag while you're resing the slices. So it's going to go ahead and start to res 16 blank slices. And the default is changes with the number of slices that you res. In this case, we're resing 16. It starts at 0 and goes to 15. There's not a 16th slice. The 16th slice is actually 15. So when you're resing 32 slices, you'll actually have the last one will be 31 and the beginning one is 0. So in terms of Sculpt Studio, there is a digit 0 that's used. Okay, now what can we do with these slices? Well, we can do a whole lot of things. We can change them. We can change them one at a time, or we can change them globally. So if you can click on the slice itself, and there's so much to tell you here. I'm trying to keep this basic. So if you click on a slice, you're going to get a drop-down menu. It's going to come up for that particular slice. So you're going to see the number of the slice up there. In this case, it's slice 0. You're going to see the shape. Well, the shape right now, it defaults to circular. So that just happens to be the shape that we're going to need. The slice is closed. That means that you're not in the edit mode, because we can go ahead and change a slice, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But we can go ahead and change that slice in edit and actually make our custom shape for ourselves. We can load a new slice, shape into that by clicking load, and then you'll get classics, circle, or it could be that you're going to make that slice a pole, and I'll explain about poles here in a minute. So what I usually do is I'll go ahead and move these to one side, and I just want you to know that you're not stuck with these in the location that they're at. You can actually go ahead and move them. You know, you probably want to globally put a box around those and select them all. You could do it one at a time if you wanted to, but I'll go ahead and slide them off to the side. In fact, in this case, let's go ahead and move them to one side here so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'll move my project over the other way a little ways and kind of center it a little bit more. Now you can also select the slice using your HUD, and if you have a HUD up there, if you don't have your HUD because you haven't bought Sculpt Studio yet, if you click on 0, then that's going to give you the 0 slice. Same information as if you click on slice 0 or 31. If you have, you can have as many as 256 slices. That's the max that you can have. And so on your HUD, there'll be another set of arrows that you can click up and down and go ahead and get your maybe I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll res a HUD here. Let's see. Let me res one here for you and expand it out so that those of you that don't have it can see it. Go ahead, blow that up a ways. Okay, so there's the HUD, and I guess I'm going to take this one off. Yeah, I'll keep mine on. Okay, so if you click on 0, you'll see that turns pink. Does everybody see that it actually turned pink when I clicked on it? Okay. Well, when I clicked on that gave me information on that particular HUD. You can click numerous slices if you want manually. Let's say I wanted to select all these. Well, I start at 0 and drag it all the way up to 31 and then kind of drop it there. You notice that I get a pink bar that followed me up to the top. And so let's go ahead. You'll get a drop down. It'll say slices 0 through 15. It'll give you the ability to position, size, rotation curves, splines. You'll be able to paste position, size. You'll be able to load the slices with whatever slice shape that you want for them, and so on. So a lot of things you can do. The other way you can select slices globally is to click on, like, let's say 0. Click on that, and when you do that, you're going to get the drop down for the slice, and you can go from here. So we've selected 0. Now I'm going to select slice number, in this case 615, and we're going to go to here. Now we've got from slice 0 to slice 15. Now we've globally selected all of those. So then I can click on the base, and it's going to give me another little bar button that'll say slice 0 to 15. So that's globally how you're going to be able to select all of those, doing it manually. There's advantages to both. A lot of times you'll have slices that are inside one another, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But when they're that way, it's really hard for you to manually click on